channel. It's been a long time. I've been on a hiatus. It's been really busy. Few months in the New Year's with um, work and life really, and I haven't found a game that I was really wanting to do. And this year, I suppose I was going to do a lot of more kind of offline games, really, not online or gacha games. I still play a little bit of Seven Nights 2, just because of the history, just playing it for a long time. Playing Tower of God. What else? Playing Eversoul here and there. Nikkei, still playing a lot of Nikkei. And Limbus Company, which would probably showcase. But this game, which have taken the world by storm, well, the gaming world by storm, Honkai Star Rail. Yeah, I guess I'm playing it too, and I quite enjoy it for my surprise because I wasn't really um kind of continuing with Genshin because of the problems with the stamina problems or the content pretty much that is quite slow. So I just want to go through this game and kind of give my review of this game, which is this is a great game. Like it's really well polished. It runs really solidly because one of the main reasons is because it's made I think in with Unreal Engine, not with Unity. Genshin was made with Unity engine, and it's just not as good and not as optimized as this one. If I play this on PC or on mobile, it just works, and it's quite seamless between the two, so it's great. So yeah, so my roster and everything. So I'm at E3. Yeah, I've been, I did some gacha and bought some packs. So yeah, not free to play. But this game apparently is quite free to play friendly. As long as you put the hours into it. So I've got Trailblazer level 47, as you can see. I've got all of these units, I suppose. I've got Sile, Bronya, Natasha, Welt, of course the MC, master character, main character, Himeko. So quite a good roster there. Ting Yun, Asta. Ting Yun was the E level. I forgot. Ting Yun has no E. So okay, Sealy only E0, Bronya E0, Natasha E6, I think even E7 at the time. Well E0. The MC, as everybody at this current level, is probably E5, Himeko E0, Tingyun E0, Asta E0, Sushang E1, Dunheng E2, what's that? Serval E2. This is good. Pella E5, guys. It's just because Silis banner, right? What's her name? March 7th at E2. Sampo E1. I'm not building Sampo. I don't know. I just like the style of play. It's not me. Maybe in the future I'll try and build Kinky. Kinky. Maybe I'll call it Kinky. That's E0. Herta at E3, and of course Hook at E4. I'm not building Hook or Herta or Kinky. Well, because with the elements that they have, I already have, the similar elements that's a stronger version of it. So yeah, but only the one that I need to build is Pella here because still levels 50. Everybody else I'm trying to build to level 60. Well, there you go. So what do I think about the game? The game is pretty good. It has so many different, like the story is very good. I'm at I suppose the end of the second chapter, I suppose. Well, there's no more story pretty much. So if you go to Stair Rail map, you'll open these two worlds. So let's say if this is chapter 1, this is chapter 2, I guess it's chapter 3, I suppose. The chapter 3.5, because it's still it's still ongoing. It's the story in the Xianzhou Lofu. It's not finished yet. And so what about the game? So the game itself is great. There's a lot of strategy, a lot of team building to be made, a lot of grind, of course. But yeah, this is got my current Sealy stats. With this one, I suppose I was starting to farm the relics, but I think you shouldn't do this. In my opinion, the first thing that you need to do is build your characters up to level 60, and the of course the light cone as well, to level 60. So the light cone I only have, I got lucky and I got Clara, and Sealy's light cone. But this will be the thing that will push your damage or team the most. Well, everything else like relic and things like that, you can actually wait for later. The reason being is that at this current level, you can start farming. So when your trailblaze level at 40, it will unlock a lot of higher stages that you can start farming all of these gold relics, and then also with the other relics here you can farm. But at this level, the drops with the 40 stamina, which is quite dear, as you can see. It takes quite a long time to refill the stamina. I think it's like 1 every 10 minutes, right? Is that it's not effective still, because you only get one or the other. But when you hit Trailblaze level 50 and your characters will be level 70, you can actually get 2 of this. Of course, it's higher and harder content, but that's much more effective to spend your stamina. So if you're at my stage currently, above level 40, just focus on and burn all your resources on updating your team. Okay, so the reason being is this. This is the endgame content, this Forgotten Hall. Okay, we'll teleport. Where is the Forgotten Hall? Is this mirror in front of the, next to this.
Do you want to enter the Forgotten Hall?
The light cone manifest, right? So you can get light cones here. I haven't really put anything just yet. Just making sure that I'll buy the correct one according to the team that I'm going to go with. So your end game, your goal, all right, playing this game is to finish this, right? Because every stage where you get a lot of resources, This is all really good, like upgrade materials and so on. Not only that, you get this. You get stellar jade. We'll call it jades, right? You get so many jades. How many is this? 15 times 200, 3,000 jades, okay? Right, so it's by 3-starring those stages. Okay, and then after that, it will unlock the hard mode, which is called Memory of Chaos. Now in here, this refresh every 15 days. Okay, so this is the, like if you play Genshin, it's like the spiral abyss, right? And you have 10 stages, right? You get 60 each if you complete them, so it's 600 in total. You can also get materials here as well. So this refresh every 15 days. This is your end game, guys, right? This is your end game, because it refresh, it will come up with different combination. This is really hard. Okay, at my stage, I think I'm trying to hit, Trailblazer level 50 if I can, hopefully before it resets, so that I can actually get at least 1 or 2 levels, right? Because it's really hard. Like this, level 68. If I go in, it's really hard. I can't really do it. I'll show you. I'll show you in a minute. So you can see here there's some buff that will happen here to support you, but it's really hard. That's really tough content. That's your end game content, guys. Not this particular thing here, the simulated universe. Okay, this is good. This is important. This is good. As long as you can auto some of this, then that's great. Okay, but I think I've completed all of the blessings, 154 out of 154. The curio, I'm still at 41 out of 45. I don't know how to get some of this yet. Maybe if I play through later on, then I'll get it, because I want all the jades. And yeah, so there's so many guides out there already. I don't really need to create another guide. I can auto all of this world, even the world 4.2 easily. The key is simple. The key is you need to get, like, if you choose one of this blessing buff, okay, like preservation, remembrance, or whatever it is, the key is to get all how many 12 buffs of the same thing, right? So if you're running with the path of preservation, just get on all of the preservation cards. By the end, when you reach the boss, it will be quite easy, because you get all of this buff that benefits you. Okay, if you have silly, the hunt will be the easiest one to get, or the best one to get. Otherwise you can play tanking with preservation or remembrance. If you not remembrance, nihility, which basically abundance is healing, preservation is tank shielding. Okay, now if you have sample built, you can play with nihility. All the fire and survival, for example, playing with nihility is great. Other than that, just play with hunt, preservation, or abundance in a way. But it will be easy, for you once you know the pathway to do it. So you can auto this pretty easily in the end, and you do that every week, I suppose, you to get this Hertha Bond currency, which you can then buy the memories, for light cones pretty much, and most likely you also buy this light cone also to upgrade. And there's like gacha points here as well. I suppose once you bought all of this, then this is your weekly passes, I suppose, right? You probably get I think 2 every week of that. And then in the score here is also you get, this is the thing that refresh weekly, so you get another 70 here and 65. And you get also this item can be exchanged for 40 Trailblaze power. So basically this is to redeem the relics that you can get in the path here, which is maximum of 8. So you can redeem this using those currencies that refreshes weekly. Okay guys, as you can see here, still have 5 more days to refresh all of this. I've done it in day 1, I think, because in here you can also farm for kind of junk materials to upgrade your relic, but it's really slow. But it's okay, you can do it 33 times I think per week. Okay, so in recapping, right, aim to finish this. This is your jade farming, okay? 15 days jade farming. Wait for, I suppose you can do once or twice maybe, right? But aim for the typical ones. I think the best one, okay, if you're silly, you can try and farm for this. I've tried it, guys. I've burned so many and I regretted it, because I burned and I just got so much junk, right? So it's I couldn't use any of them, and my silly is not min-maxed yet. So I would recommend to just farm for this. Okay, if you want to kind of make your characters a bit stronger, just farm this. And for your defense, for your MC or any other shield, just farm this one. So those two. those two are interchangeable to any units, right? While the other ones are very specific, you know. Yeah, if you want to min max it, then you get specific, like this one is fire, you know, this one is what do you call it, wind, this one is ice damage, right? And there's another one which is, this one is thunder, right? You can do those, but at the end of the day, look at this, right? When the wearer uses the skill, increase the wearer's attack 20% for one turn, which is great just for that particular one, right? So it's different, every single one of them. Win is always about speed, so look at that and then assess it, right? Because this one is great because it increases speed and also basic attack, right? Well, you know, it still gives you quite a good benefit, right? While the other one is like, you know, this one has to use ultimate, for example, then you get a buff. So not really great. Okay, so don't follow my mistakes. Just farm the, you know, farm lightly the relics here until you hit Trailblaze level 50, because then you get 2 drops for the 40 stamina, which is great. Okay, all right, so all of these are upgrade materials. Do those because you want to upgrade all of your characters. I'm currently trying to build Dunhang. The attack is still low, okay, the crit rate, you know, is still low, but yeah, upgrade your traces here. You know, I want to keep on upgrading him so that I can get better damage on him, right? With this one I can't synthesize, like I need to spend stamina to do it, you know. But I also want to build others like Surfall, right, for example, you know. But focus, at the end of the day, focus on the content that you're trying to hit, right? So I'm trying to hit this, okay, which has, yeah, the wind, right, and that, but I need to bring one or the other. I cannot bring both because I want to clap this one as well, you know. So we need one damager here and I need another one over here, you know, as you can see here, you know, because otherwise I won't be able to win these objectives to get the reward. Okay, so you need to have a think about that. Okay, so this is your end game, you know, aim towards this, upgrade your units accordingly to get at least 8, right, units that you interchangeable, and you know, trying to, I suppose, look at all of the weaknesses and then find the commonality in the weaknesses, right? And then try to hit that, right? So for example, this one, all these 2 bosses, these are the 2 bosses that will be in it. Both of the weaknesses is wind, which is Danheng would be great, right? And then, but the rest are kind of like mix and match. While the other one here, if you can see, right, you know, the leaders, these 2 leaders, the weakness, you know, the same one is this one, which is Sushang, that will be able to help you, right? Or if you have Clara or whatever, right? So have a look at those, you know, because if you know, if you take too slow, then you won't hit the stars. You're probably gonna get only the memory reward, but you won't get the whole thing. Okay, so yeah, unfortunately I can't see the other ones. Some whales might have done it, so have checked their videos. But yeah, so I've been enjoying this game. I'll upload more. I'll upload some of the fights as well, that you can see. So for now, I'll show you, I guess, the damage test. So this is my damage test. This is number 3. This one is my damage test. So I usually damage test with Silly, just to understand the build, right? Because the current banner is Silly. Okay, so you know, usually what I do is at this same level, I'll just do this one. So you can see 3695, and then I get a buff. I do it again. See, it's 8595, right? It's not good. I'll just retreat and see, like, can I hit that consistently? Can I hit higher? What's the better build? Okay. So this is another tip for the build for Silly. So 9103, that might be still, I think I can hit 10k, but I don't know.
Don't mess with me.
Maybe with this build, you know, it's a mistake build, to be honest. Might not be able to hit that. Okay, so let's discuss Silly's build. Okay, so currently my relic, right? This is a set already. This main will be HP. This one will always be attack. Okay, flat attack. Right, this is really good. I really like this one because it has a really good stats, right? But this one is, you need to get attack for attack percentage for this. Okay, it's a must. And ideally, you want to build as much as attack, crit damage, and crit rate as much as possible. But this one is the contention, right? I built her with crit rate before, and she was so, what do you call it? She crits a lot, but she's weak. Okay, and it came to my conclusion that it's actually better for her to actually just amass as much attack as possible. Crit rate can stay at 50%. This is for E0 Silly, okay? And crit damage, if you can push it as high as possible, you know, as high as possible. Okay, so that's what you want. That's probably, yeah, my recommendations for her, because it's too hard. Like, it's too, like you can see, right? 46.3%, it still doesn't really, you know, crit a lot. But even at 67% or 70%, she still doesn't crit, guys. Okay, it's just the way it is. And this is using Trash Mob. Okay, 1 second, let me just lower the application audio a little bit. Okay, so yeah, so have a look, right? See, it's still really hard to crit.
No manners,
5,000, right? Let's try with another one. Like, well, I mean, let's try with support. I have few whales in here. Wait a minute, let me just filter by friends. But there is one well, his name is, where is it? Why is it gone? His name is Dark. Just keep on refreshing. Dark, okay? This is a whale, right? You know, pretty good stats, pretty good attack overall. Look at the relic, right? So, more stats here. Okay, crit rate 30%, but he builds crit damage, right? And but then this one is still quantum damage. So this is the thing as well. I'm not sure if quantum damage is actually good. He's got S2 light cone, and he's got E6, guys. E6. Okay, let's try, right? The difference. 4700, right? 11,000. Okay. Okay, but that's E6. Okay, but as you can see, it's not much different, right? Not much different. You can see inside of the stats here. Okay. Oh no, this is mine. Sorry. The difference is of course, the raw damage, right? Because of her E6, so she would crit more. Has more speed as well. So this is my build currently, right? I need more crit. But for him, I think he also already upgraded all of his traces as well. So yeah, okay. Oh, what is this? Details, traces. level 8, right? Because of the Eidolons, right? So that play a massive effect as well. Okay, so you can see traces, right? 6 already plus 2, silly speed 25%, and quantum damage, right? That's why it hits a lot harder. But this is a good test because this enemy is not, doesn't have the what do you call it, quantum weakness. But as you can see, the quantum weakness doesn't, sorry, the quantum damage doesn't give you that damage at all, right? Damage boost unless it's a quantum weakness. There you go, right? This is mine now. You know, not critting, but this is the issue, right? Even at 70%, she still hasn't crit. It's frustrating. Okay. 6,000. So what I want to do, I suppose from this, I want to actually upgrade her traces, especially this. Okay, so let's try. We'll go to Calyx, we'll go here, teleport. Okay, I want to encounter maybe, I guess 4 times, might as well, right? I want to build all of that. I'll just use this. It's pretty quick. Afraid not, just auto it.
To guard and defend, crush them.
As you can see, very quick.
Disappear among the sea
And
of
she will
butterflies.
non-stop.
Illusions of the past.
She will almost non-stop attacking. You can see.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Boom.
Lend me your strength. Who's next?
And I need to build well.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
11,000, 6,000,
Lend me your strength.
and she move again. Move another time. Yeah, so if you have Sally,
Disappear among the sea of butterflies.
this is how quick your
Illusions of the
farming would
past.
be. It's a good and it's a bad thing because, you know, it kind of cut off your playtime. Maybe it's a good thing. There you go, it's done. Only 2. Ah. See how it's how much you gotta grind, guys. Okay. Alright, so let's try again. So I want to upgrade your traces here. And it's 7. Yeah, enough. Nice. At least I can upgrade 1. So this is a skill, okay, that I want to upgrade. Speed and deals attack to a single enemy, right? But maybe this one is better. Well, in the buff state, the damage increased by 56%, and next level will be 60%. Right? Yeah, that would be better. Or would it be better this one? Okay, so I want to prove, right? So maximum, the one that I hit was 9,100, right? I want to add more quantum damage here. Okay, let's see how strong this will be now. Okay, let's go back. Well, I need to refresh anyway, right? It's fine because I want to upgrade Sealy. So now I'm using Stellar Cheat to refresh as well. It's fine because I really want to get to that level 50 as quick as possible too, guys.
Don't mess with me.
3919 9753. Okay, so it does add for quantum damage, or is it not? This is the question. It looks like it does. Hey, 6485. Maybe it does, guys. So keep that quantum damage, maybe.
Who invited
Yeah,
you?
yeah. I think it does. So yeah. So in conclusion, keep this ball at quantum damage. because I think it's still good to have that as quantum damage. But yeah, for this one, of course, it's attack percentage. I'm wearing this space ceiling station because it's good if you get 120 speed or higher, you have extra 12% attack, right? So that's what you want. I've got 120, so got extra attack, and just keep on upgrading your silly. You know, you keep on upgrading these guys. It's really important, really, really, really important. Okay, so every refresh, everything, just keep on upgrading your units until you can beat that Forgotten Hall. Forgotten Hall, the hard mode, right? Okay, that's all. I don't want to take too long this video. I'm enjoying this, and yeah, I'll see you in another Honkai Star Rail video. Hopefully you like it. Please leave a like and subscribe, and yeah, I'm back and I'll upload more video content. Bye now.